am so happy that you're here today. I worked here till 10:30 last night. My presentation is going to be a little bit different today than usual, because sometimes I will forget what I want you to know. But I have someone that's very inquisitive and like to ask questions. So she's going to come up and do a little interview, okay? So would you please welcome Pat Bayhead, a friend of ours for years.
Thank you so much. Why am I up here?
You know, you like to ask questions. You're a teacher.
Right?
And you like to ask questions.
Exactly. So I have about 3 questions I want to ask Lucky. And first of all, I need to tell you a little bit. I used to live right next door to Lucky's sister-in-law in Inglewood, and that's how I met Lucky. And I heard this word, kazuri. And your sister told me that you manage and own kazuri. And so I had to think, where do I know that word from? Because I knew I've seen it hundreds of times. And then it came to me, in the salon. I see the kazuri appliances, hot appliances. And I said, wow, I didn't know that was a minority-owned business. That's fantastic. And so when I found out about that, then I was questioning Faye, because my father also started an architectural business here in the Los Angeles area back in the 1960s. So you guys started business basically about the same time, if you started it around the 1960s.
We started in 1972.
Okay.
And we were at that time on 65th and Western Avenue. And we did automobile upholstery. From that, my husband went into the beauty business. He went to a trade show back in Philadelphia with Mrs. Calvin. She came back from that show and said this is where he wanted to be, in the beauty business. He saw a lot of happy black people working together. So he said, this is for me.
That's right. Now, I was here talking to you a couple of weeks ago because I was very curious as to what was the first product that you made. And you told me, and I thought that was really interesting. What was the first product that you produced?
The first product we made was an Afro pick.
Do we know what an Afro pick? Yeah, we know Afro pick.
We had about 10 to 12 Afro picks. So when the Afro was real hot, we did Afro picks. And then after that, we moved into the pressing combs. So we did pressing combs. From there, we went into the curling irons, and then the stoves, and then the products. So right now, pretty soon, we'll have a new line of products out as well.
That is so fantastic. And to be able to keep and sustain a business, a small business for that many years is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, tell us a little bit about what you're planning to do next. Oh, before that, I want you to talk about how you give back to the community. Because when I was here before, I saw all of these crates and trays full of food. And I said, now, Lucky doesn't manufacture food. Why do we have all these food trays here? Tell us about that.
Well, we have an association with a nonprofit organization. And except for this Thursday and Friday, because we were busy preparing for this event, we have truckloads of products that they deliver to our back warehouse here, and we store it. As soon as we get the truckload of products, my daughter Rainey gets on the phone and start calling people to come and pick up food. We have had string beans, cantaloupes, squash, just some of all kind of vegetables, and we need a lot of vegetables. But what's so amazing about this is that when the people come to pick up food, it's like our people are hurting out there. And we know the economy is down, but it makes us feel good that they can walk away with a crate of beans. They can go share with their neighbors. They can just put them in the freezer and save them for a later time. So I'm just so pleased that we have this connection, and then we're happy. We work hard with giving out food like we did to put this together, is to give our people food, make sure that they have food in their refrigerator to eat. They have children. So I'm just so happy so sometimes we may call you. You don't have to need it for yourself, but for your neighbors or someone else that you can share with. You understand? So that's what it's about. Now, the other thing that we are also planning to do during the back-to-school season, we're going to have this parking lot turn into a store for our people in our community. You understand? That need clothing, shoes, and everything for their children to go back to school.
Amen. It's so wonderful.
It says we're blessed to be a blessing, and that's what we would like to do, be a blessing to each other. So we have to take on that attitude that we're going to share, and that's what we want to do, is share. So I have a good staff that's been helping me. I'm so proud of my daughter Rainey. She's just been working and going and getting it. So I really like
And Faye over there.
Faye has been a big help. She even come down on Saturdays and help us to give out food. Okay? And where's Miss Moore? Oh, Miss Moore also, she helps. She's a big help to us. And you know, I was about going crazy not too long ago, trying to do everything well. I'm handsome. Miss Moore has come in and helped me to try to get myself together and maybe attend to some of the things that I need to attend to. So I'm very thankful for that. I have my sister Donna that's helping me. Most of all, I have my husband that supports me. And that's what's so important. That's dear to my heart, that I get his approval. So if he can, I can give him the, sell him on the vision. He said, okay, go for it. So that's where I am. Our brothers are very dear to me. And we need to plant a good seed with our brothers, because they have so much to contend with when they go off to work, or even when they just out in the community doing nothing, and they may be attacked. So if we can, be more gentle to our brothers, because we need them. And they need us.
Thank you so much. Let's give her a really big hand. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview you too. Because I was brought up in a small business, and I know by watching the recession and things negative happen all through the years, the backbone of the United States is the small business. And when the government is laying people off and big companies are laying people off, who is there all the way from the beginning of our country? The small business, the small family-run business. God bless. God bless.
If you have a brother that would like to go in business, be sure you support him and pray for him. It's good that we stand behind them and give them a kind word and encourage them, because our brothers are very powerful. They have powerful minds, but they can't stand to be pushed down. We got to build them up so that they can prepare for their families, and that's what's important. We have to be supportive. Don't pull apart from them, but pull together. Our family is so important. We got to stay together and bring our families back together. You know, back in the day, the beauty salons was really the backbone of our communities. See? So we got to find what we can do to bring the business back into the salon. You understand? And if we can bring that's that support for the husband. He go out and work, and then you support him. The other people that I know, they have businesses in their community, and then they also have a business in our community. So that's double money going into their household, but it's taking the money out of our household. You understand what I'm saying? I'm cool.
Thank you so much.